Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's dig into this season 6 extended trailer, shall we? So first and foremost, we are going to start with Melody's Tea Party. Try saying that 3 times in a row. That's a tongue twister. And we are going to see an extended scene where Sheree and Tiffany kind of had words. And I'm ready for Big Lou to kind of dig into the guys, you know what? Put his foot all in all right? And also, let's see, we are going to see some repeated scenes from the first trailer, but let's just get into it. Come on.
Welcome to Miss Melody's Tea Party. We were just starting on some of the etiquette tips.
Miss Betty, you got offended by a tweet that I did. I can apologize to you for that.
Oh, let me shut you down with this. Now shut up. My direct issue with you is how you do things.
And I don't want to cut you off, but here's the thing.
No. I'm
when
so
you
sorry.
do
That, so I want to finish
cut you off.
Stormy, when you were talking,
She didn't let me speak.
I want to finish my
I'm gonna let you
thought.
finish.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
that's still rude.
Friendship for me is just like all about consistency. Like, oh, we'll talk. And here we are 4 months later. We don't talk.
Okay, so this is a little bit to unpack here. First and foremost, let's talk about the title of the party, Melody's Tea Party. Okay, the operative word being melody, right? The brainchild of this whole show. Okay, it's the audacity for me. So Miss Betty Steele, or whatever her name is, got the audacity to sit her arse down and talking ish at this woman's party. It's an etiquette party. Okay, I don't want to go in like I want to, but let me just dip my toe in a little bit. Child, I would be like, you and your daughter can get the hell out, okay? Because Stormy, you by proxy bought her here. And it seems like to me, this is like a recycled storyline. Now that Miss Wanda may not be filming or may have limited filming because allegedly she may have some scenes or what have you, but not to the level or the caliber to where she did previously, okay? And so, Carlos, in production, we see you because now you have Mama D, Mama Gloria from SWV 2.0 insulting the hell out of our girl. I mean, didn't we just see this season after season? Weren't there petitions signed or whatever by some or however that went? Wanted petitions out there to get this woman off the show, and she went too far talking about the babies and so forth. And now you're going to bring this one on? She seems a little bit more vile than Ms. Wanda, at least by her energy and her attitude, okay? And then to tell her, shut up, I'll be like, you can shut the F up and get the hell up out of here while you're at it, okay? But no, that's just rude. We know how when they edit, they tend to kind of skew things a little bit, so we have to see how it plays up. But nonetheless, she told somebody to shut up, and hopefully it wasn't Melody, but from what it appears, it was, okay? And Melody's a good one, but you know, she's a classy woman, so she apologized. See, she's trying to squelch, and she's trying to curtail any animosity that Stormy and by proxy her mother may have towards her. But let's just nip this in the bud. Let's just start with a clean slate. And she didn't want to hit us. Well, my problem with you is, no, your problem with her is that you're jealous because you want your daughter to be the star of the show. Nothing against Stormy. I love to see 2 queens and all of the queens excel, do their thing, and be boss chicks. But the way these women are set up, you know, they come for the queen, but heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? And so everybody wants to knock that crown off her head, but that's not going to happen because the sister's blessed is not in the cards for her. But you want Stormy to be the star. Stormy has been trying to break into reality TV for quite some time. We saw a few videos. I don't even know if they were sizzle reels of her doing some type of rap type of thing somewhere, I don't know, at a park, on a car outside, you know, but hey, do your thing, sister. I guess it didn't work out for her. No one picked it up. But you should be so lucky that you were able to get on this platform and meet Melody Sheree, because again, this is her brainchild. And she brought Martell along for the ride, who was a willing participant at the time. I guess he was supportive with his jealous eyes. But just count your blessings that you're here. Play your position, right? You know, everybody has a position. And when you get your own show, you can be the queen bee of that show. But for now, you need to fall your ass in line and have your mama get in line right with you, okay? I don't want to go in on nobody's mom. That's disrespectful. But that lady, she has said some very disrespectful things. And I've seen some of the activity on social media where she said some unkind things I care not to repeat. All right, so let's continue.
The same people you turning against me, how would they feel if they know you still begging me to take you back?
Upscale Magazine, I want to thank you guys. Y'all Upscale Magazine a hand. Hey, listen, I'm hoping that y'all keep a models for me.
Yeah, bloomers. I gotta go get some today. You don't gotta do enlargement, you can just stuff it.
We went to the doctor Friday and read the PET scan. He said that they don't see anything. He said
You ready to go see the chickens? Chickens. No, Chance, don't do it.
I want you to be better. I want us to be better. I want to be better. This is a good date night, isn't
You
it?
did good so far.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
To me and provide me with information about the company that I don't know about ahead of time.
So you're saying as the owner of the company, you should be involved in the hiring and firing?
Yeah.
Make yourself at home, brother.
His degree is on the wall.
you a lie.
That's messed up.
She builds your business up to a multi-million-dollar business and then you kick her out.
Like, you don't respect her.
Oh, you're being an asshole right now.
I will have things been going at home and school.
Discipline's where it's here.
Okay.
Discipline and punishment, we talked about that. I feel like you should support.
Kimmy's earned the right to discipline Monster at whatever level.
So this is the mission of the Black Business Expo. What I would like to do is have us to work together as a collective.
Everybody said we're in?
Well, we're here because we're in, right?
Yeah.
What's the budget? Like, what's y'all's budget for your speakers and your panels?
I wasn't gonna pay us anything to speak.
You know, a lot of people say you was a puppet, Destiny was a puppet, Tiffany was a puppet.
I just feel like if you on family, you will one day do the same thing to me.
Excuse me if I'm a little hyper, but that just irritated me. Absolutely not.
Okay, well.
Bitch, shut the up. You don't know her like this.
Flipping the script.
You said enough. Come in on stitch your nut out. Shut the up. I wasn't gonna do that. You said. I don't have anything to do with that. Tell me, and you would've got your ass popped right the head.
What is it like being somebody who already had like his, he has a reputation for being a cheater?
You know, I do watch a show. We cheated too.
Simmer down.
I just wanted to know, like, how does it feel
As
when
educated
this
as you are,
person
she
has...
actually asked that. You drew my party, my event, and she's my date.
It's Sheree, not violent.
I thought we were going to have a productive conversation.
Two guys came at you about a conversation you had with a woman.
That part.
And they gonna get it off. I promise you, there ain't no backing off. Did she disrespect her to the point of it was a physical
Yes.
fact? She's a grown-ass woman, bro.
Dog, Tiffany should have got smacked for this shit. I'm saying it's your
Crazy
wife.
as Next time something happens, I'm gonna go to your wife. How about that?
Hey, you're not gonna go to my wife. You know it.
Don't go to my wife.
She messing up what I got with Sheree.
So you had a point.
I was
but
right.
when you're right.
Of course I was right.
Don't do that.
Okay, so some of this footage that we saw is repeated scenes from the previous trailer that OWN put out as it relates to season 6. So I did a video on that, so I'm just going to give some clip notes. Let's break it on down. Let's start with Melody Sheree. Now, we already know that Martell has been worrying the hell out of her, and hopefully she has custody of the kids, because from the looks of it, she's had them for weeks on end. And for those of you who have been closely following in these social media streets, like many of us are huge fans of the show, and Melody in particular, we have been watching that custody battle that has been ensuing. So it looks like she may have won, not sure, but things are looking good. And we all know that that damn Martell allegedly and probably tapped her phone and some more stuff. He's gooping and cheering, lying to the folk, gaslighting the hell out of everybody. Of course he's trying to turn people against her. But I'm not going to go on that ad nauseum because I've talked about that to no end. So let's kind of shift over to the upscale party. Oh, that goddamn Martell is going to ride that upscale interview that they did on him. He's going to ride that shit until the wheels fall off, okay? I'm just like, all right, boy, whatever. Child, I'm not even gonna spend no damn time talking about that because I think we've all talked about that for quite some time. The Sheree just all in the audience, goddamn clapping. Hee. Child, we know it's a business arrangement, girl, but you gotta fake the funk. You got to do what you got to do because you want your good old coin over to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you know, if you got a man, that's the storyline. Child, whatever. Okay, so let's transition over to Tiffany and Sheree. Child, did Sheree really tell her, well, honey, I watched the show, and from what I saw, you cheated too? As if to say, bitch, you got nerve to be telling me that I shouldn't be dating him because he's a serial cheater. Well, where's the lie? Okay? Tiffany didn't tell no lies. She may be a little blunt, right? And she just poke her nose in folk business, but I'm all here for it. Why are you dating him, Sheree? Because you want that coin. Which, I was about to call her a name, but today Sunday, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But anywho, but I don't like the fact that Marceau and Martell double teamed her. Because where was Lou when they were all sitting down? I guess he was busy, got there late, was doing something. But whatever the case may be, they coming at her. But I'm going to get to that in a second about Big Lou getting in that ass, for the guys. But speaking of the guys, Martell know good and damn well that Maurice and goddamn Marceau ain't finna model and nobody underwear for shizzle, okay? He know better, child. What Candy said, legs, hips, and body or whatever, child. They got them old childbearing hips. Marceau in particular, honey. I don't care if they stuck a goddamn sock, a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans in their goddamn underwear. We don't want to see it. We don't need to see it, goddamn. We don't care. So let's shift over to Kiowa and Kimmy. And so, bravo, Maurice, for finally speaking up as it relates to Kimmy, finally taking her on date nights and all that good stuff. But it's interesting that Kiowa doesn't want Kimmy to have any say in a child rearing. That's a touchy subject, being a step parent, because you may feel like you're stepping on toes, but hey, Maurice Jr. is living in their house under the same roof as Maurice and Kimmy. And I don't know if it's part-time or does he have them full-time, or maybe he goes home for the summer. Whatever the damn arrangement is, she should have some say, but I get it's a delicate balance. But we know how editing could be. She could have been responding no to something else. But I like that Maurice finally defended her and said Kimmy should have some say in a discipline. Hell yeah, you living up under my damn roof, I got some damn say. You ain't finna damn just be walking around doing whatever. So anywho, that's just my opinion, and that's my 2 cents on that. But I will say this, I like that so far what we've seen from the trailer, devoid and minus the shenanigans with Stormy and her mom. I like the fact that the Scotts seemingly are trying to focus on themselves, right? And just expound upon their marriage and kind of delve into that. Now, I don't know if I'm buying what they're selling, and especially Marceau talking about some, I'm going to do better and trying to be lovey-dovey. Honey, I guess he has been reading the Yelp reviews, as Erica De Niro would say, shout out to her, or been listening to the streets. And we know that because we've all seen Marceau all up in the comments, child. So they keep their ear to the street. And I guess they've been listening to what folk are saying, that they don't have any real chemistry, okay? And they just seem kind of robotic, and there's no affection between the two. So I'm interested to see how that will play out. But as long as they not all on Melody Sheree and worrying about what she doing, I'm here for it. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the comeback group because I did that in a previous video. And the name of that video is The Evolution of Letitia Scott, honey, child. But yeah, I kind of went in and wrote down some things about Tisha, so I won't go in on that. But I will repeat this. Honey, Tisha has been waiting on her damn life to play that damn part, to play Melody Sheree. If she could get into Melody's skin, honey, she would, okay? Her and Marceau front for the camera and front for the damn people. Like they that damn power couple. Honey, we're not buying what you're selling either. But as I've said many times in many videos, that they've always wanted to be that it couple. They admired and envied and were inspired by the then former Hopes, wanting to be them, wanting to trick them out of their spot, so to speak. But here's the thing. It's enough room at the table for everybody. Everybody play their position, do their thing. It could be multiple power couples, right? You know, it shouldn't be a competition thing to where you feel like you have to elbow someone else out the way. Hint, hint, Tisha, right? Everybody can shine. Everybody has their own forte, their own zhuzh. Everyone has their own je ne sais quoi, as it were. I do like the fact that Tisha seems to be trying to come unto herself or grow and evolve into herself. But as long as she's not trying to down another sister, i.e., that is Melody, Sheree, or any other sister, honey, just find your voice, do your thing. Don't let that damn man keep you stifled, okay? And just do you. You should be fine. But we'll see how that plays out. Even though I won't go too deep into the comeback group commentary, but I will say this. You notice that when Tisha and Melody were sitting down, Tisha didn't have a budget. Melody asked, well, what do you plan on paying these speakers in the panel? She's like, well, you know, I wasn't going to pay anything. So I'm under the impression that they as a collective will be the panel and the speakers, okay? So with all those 11 degrees that you got, Tisha, honey, and you know how to write a business plan, a proposal, and all of that stuff, child, you know that you got to pay people. She knows better than that. Tisha, Melody is always trying to give you the blueprint, honey. You need to listen and learn. I guess she's sitting down and trying to learn. But I will say this as far as Marcel. So I'm thinking that the young man that was hanging up his degree on the wall, Marcel must have hired him to work for Scope. And it sounds like Tisha is threatened by that because, as I said in the previous video, he is trying to cut her out of the deal, so to speak. So it's like he's trying to minimize her voice in the company, or she doesn't have any say, even though she is allegedly 51% shareholder of Scope. And of course, it's because she qualifies as a double minority. She's a woman and she's a Black woman at that. And you do get certain set-asides and subsidies and things like that. And you qualify for certain grants like 8A, depending upon if it's commercial. Now, if you're bidding on federal contracts, then you can qualify as a small disadvantaged business, which Scope is a smaller company and they probably fall, well, they definitely fall in that realm. But I know for a fact that approximately 10 to 11% of the government's eligible contracts go to small disadvantaged businesses. So again, he's using that girl as a double minority to get certain set-asides, but I digress. So you use the hell out of the girl for her good credit and to help you qualify for certain subsidies by having her be the majority shareholder. Now you want to cut her out the damn business and hire some young man. I would be pissed too if I were Tisha. I would. But you allowed that Negro to use you, and he's still trying to stifle your voice, okay? You need to almost probably walk away from him, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I am curious as to how it will play out in terms of the alleged lawsuits that they have. I think Zen Garden and whoever else is suing them. I'm not going to dip too deep into that. But, child, Tisha, honey, you don't let that man get you in a boatload of debt and then you don't have no say either. You're a good one. But you had to have that man. But that Shea Ministry is coming up. And I'm curious to see how that is all going to play out, that panel discussion. Because we already heard her say that they have to schedule their intimate moments and their intimate time. Child, that's going to be something else. But I definitely will be reviewing that commentary like I did the first one with Martell when I went in depth with that male-identified pick-me, Miss Chanel Scott. Yes, ma'am, she is a male-identified pick-me. But we'll see. We'll get into that because that's coming up soon. So stay tuned for that, for sure. So let's transition over to the Pajama Party. I don't like the fact that Stormy is coming so hard for Kiki, and I don't necessarily like that Tiffany is coming hard for her either, making a comment, well, if you will turn on your family, you'll turn on anyone. Conceptually, that's true, but sometimes family can be the biggest shysters and your biggest enemy, in some cases for some people. But in Keisha, Lord, and then Tisha's and Kiki's case, hell, Tisha came for Kiki first because she wanted to ensure her and her husband that Kiki didn't get on that original 6 as part of the cast by divulging her secret and is not alleged because Kiki said herself that she suffered from addiction to painkillers because she had gotten into an accident, and she explained that and she overcame that. But that damn Tisha dangled that over her head. Yes, she did. And telling the host that to make sure she didn't get that spot. Okay? I don't know if that really made an impact. It could have, probably did. But the fact that you tried is some bullshit. So miss me with that family bullish that Kiki should have her allegiance to Tisha. What the hell does Tisha have allegiance to? Other than that damn man that she got her head so far up his arse because she can't think for herself half the time. You know, she's trying to come into her little voice now, okay? But still, her biggest priority is maintaining that damn marriage because that's her whole damn identity. So miss me with that. But I don't like the fact that Stormy is trying to pick on Kiki. So is she going to be the scapegoat this particular episode? Not this episode. Now, is she going to be the scapegoat this particular season? The damn whipping girl? Child. Kiki, come forward. Don't let them shit on you like that. Don't let them do it, sister. But she's very articulate, so I know she will stand up for herself, and she's just not going to let anybody come at her. But why does Stormy always want to fight? But why does Stormy always want to get physical and fight? Why does everything have to resort to violence, okay? You said that you don't like people looking down on you or calling you ghetto and things like that. Then goddamn it, stop acting ghetto. And if you are bougetto, want to be bougie, partly ghetto, whatever you are, stand in that shit, okay? And the hell with what people say. If you goddamn ghetto, you ghetto. Stand in it and be proud of it. But you have to know how to code switch as well, which she does, okay? But the cameras can only show what you portray, baby girl, all right? So let's transition over to the pajama party. I don't like the fact that Stormy is coming so hard for Kiki. And I don't necessarily like that Tiffany is coming hard for her either, making a comment, well, if you will turn on your family, you'll turn on anyone. Conceptually, that's true, but sometimes family can be the biggest shysters and your biggest enemy, in some cases for some people. And then Tisha's and Kiki's case, hell, Tisha came for Kiki first because she wanted to ensure her and her husband that Kiki didn't get on that original 6 as part of the cast by divulging her secret, and is not alleged because Kiki said herself that she suffered from addiction to painkillers because she had gotten into an accident, and she explained that and she overcame that. But that damn Tisha dangled that over her head. Yes, she did. And telling the host that to make sure she didn't get that spot, okay? I don't know if that really made an impact. It could have, probably did. But the fact that you tried is some bullshit. So miss me with that family bullish that Kiki should have her allegiance to Tisha. What the hell does Tisha have allegiance to? Other than that damn man that she got her head so far up his arse because she can't think for herself half the time. You know, she's trying to come into her little voice now, okay? But still, her biggest priority is maintaining that damn marriage because that's her whole damn identity. So miss me with that. But I don't like the fact that Stormy is trying to pick on Kiki. So is she going to be the scapegoat this particular season? The damn whipping girl? Child. Kiki, come forward. Don't let them shit on you like that. Don't let them do it, sister. But she's very articulate, so I know she will stand up for herself, and she's just not going to let anybody come at her. But why does Stormy always want to get physical and fight? Why does everything have to resort to violence, okay? You said that you don't like people looking down on you or calling you ghetto and things like that. Then goddamn it, stop acting ghetto. And if you are bougetto, want to be bougie, partly ghetto, whatever you are, stand in that shit, okay? And the hell with what people say. If you goddamn ghetto, you ghetto. Stand in it and be proud of it. But you have to know how to code switch as well, which she does, okay? But the cameras can only show what you portray, baby girl, all right? So anyway, let's get to Big Lou, honey. Yes. Let's finally, child. I'm so glad that he stood up to their asses. I'm just like, yes, bravo. I know he was like, I know you effing lying. You ain't finna come to my wife like that, talking to her no any kind of way. He's like, wait a minute, 2 men came up to you talking slick-ish and I ain't there and you supposed to come to me as a man? But wait a minute. I cannot believe that Marceau had the nerve to say Tiffany should have been smacked for that. Lou should have smacked your ass for saying that she should have been smacked. I know, I'm like, did he really just say that about that man's wife? But I love the fact that he ain't let those mofos son him, okay? Because I'm like, wait a minute. And Marceau and Martell talking about something. Well, she trying to ruin it for me. So, mother effer, if you want so damn slick and conniving and always on some F-ish, won't nobody ruin anything if you were true and genuine as opposed to being disingenuous, which is slick ass, oh, nickel slick ass, child. Ooh, the YouTube gods can get me because I have cursed one too many times on this good Sunday. But again, I am happy in all seriousness that Lou spoke up for Tiffany, even though she was all up in their business. So what? We don't care. It's a reality show. That's what she's there to do, to stir the damn pot, okay? Anywho, y'all drop down in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. This will be an interesting season. And I'm here for the shenanigans as long as they don't try to use Melody Sheree as a storyline. And from the looks of it, it appears that they will maybe not. Well, no, I take that back. That goddamn Stormy and her mom trying to do a repeat, so to speak. Now, here you come with your mammy trying to beef with Melody, trying to come for her crown. But Stormy, what you need to do is focus on your fulfillment and ensuring that you are providing outstanding customer service as it relates to fulfilling those damn orders, okay? Making sure they're on time and maybe training your staff or maybe hiring more staff to fulfill orders, okay? You say you got that big ass warehouse, then you need to hire some people and use it. So if you have all those orders, make sure you're fulfilling the customer's request. And on that note, again, y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all tell me what you think. This is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.